Did you know that 2 servings of the very exact same food can affect your body and your appetite totally differently just depending on how they are cooked? Well, in today's video, which is video number 4 in our calorie density series, I'm going to give you some specific examples of foods like that, why it is, and how you can make your weight loss even easier. If you're interested in learning some quick tips and helpful hacks to help your weight loss, say, I want those in the comments. I'm Sarah with The Holy Mess, and when I learned the concept of calorie density, it'll help me lose even more weight and keep it off. I've lost over 100 pounds and I've been maintaining it for the last 20 years. I've taught many women these concepts in my weight loss challenges, in my Faithful Finish Lines program, and they have told me that it is so helpful for them. So I encourage you to check out this whole series if you haven't yet to learn about calorie density. We also have this free calorie density guide for you to download on our website, and we even have a meal plan that is based on the concept of calorie density. It's called Super Satisfied. So definitely check those out. Today's video is all about the hacks and the helpful tips. Look, weight loss in today's world is hard enough. If you want something that'll make it a little bit easier, a little bit faster, a little bit less hunger as you lose weight, then this is the video for you. Do you start your day with coffee with a creamer or a smoothie? If so, is it possible that those foods are actually setting you up for more cravings and to be hungry later? I think it is possible. Keep watching this video to see why that is. So as we talk about calorie density, we are talking about how many calories are in the volume of food that you eat. And I've given you this helpful chart which shows you green category, yellow category, and red category foods. Green category foods are very low in calorie density, yellow are moderate, and red are high. We're not saying these foods are good or bad, we're saying that there is a different calorie density in the foods. So green category foods, you can eat a lot of volume of food for a very low amount of calories. Red foods, it's a very concentrated calorie density. So we think about a food like spinach, which is a green category food, is very low in calorie density. It's about 1 calorie per bite. But then a red category food, more like a treat food or oils or nuts or butter, think about like a Snickers bar, that's about 53 calories per bite. So every bite you're eating of red category foods is very high in calories. Foods that are green are rather low, so you can eat a lot of them and have more satisfaction. So another tip or way of thinking about that is intact foods versus ground up or processed foods. So intact foods are going to be your green category foods. And the reason for that is that they're high in volume, they're high in water content, they are typically less processed, whereas a ground up food, even if it's a healthy food, is going to be higher in calorie density. When we take a green category food and we grind it up, we move it up the ladder of calorie density. So let me give you some examples. Think about oatmeal. Whole oatmeal, so like steel cut oats, old-fashioned oats, as you would cook them, that is a low calorie density food. So cooked oatmeal, just as you would cook a bowl of oatmeal, is a green category food. An oatmeal muffin would be a yellow category food because you've ground that oatmeal into a flour and then you've cooked with it. An oatmeal cookie is a red category food because we've taken it and we've added sugar and we've added fat and the oats are concentrated. So oatmeal is a great example because a whole unprocessed oat, the actually most unprocessed is oat groats. Then you have like old-fashioned oats, steel-cut oats. Those are still pretty much intact. But when you take like an instant oatmeal, like a packet, that is higher in calorie density because a machine ground it up. We don't want the machine to do the work. We want our body to do the work. When your body does the work, you have most of the fiber, it's breaking it apart. It's better for weight loss because your body has to do the work and it's going to slow down the digestion. The more a machine does the work, it's already ground up for you and your body is processing that in a different way. It's coming in more concentrated, especially if it's in a flour, and then especially if it has sugar and fat added to it, like in a cookie. Another example, corn. Corn on the cob is a green category food. Cornmeal, corn tortillas, those are a yellow category food. And then red category food would be caramel corn, corn chips, popcorn with butter. Think about brown rice. Just plain cooked brown rice is a green category food. Cream of rice, breads, crackers, rice crackers, rice cakes, anything made with rice flour, that's a yellow category food. And then think about like fried rice or rice pudding, that's a red category food. How about wheat? Wheat berries is the actual intact whole grain. Whole wheat pasta is also green category food. Even though it is made with flour, it's cooked with water, which lowers the calorie density. But then you have something like whole wheat bread, now that's yellow. And then cookies made with wheat flour, pastries, cereal, sugar, high sugar cereal, that is a red category. So that's intact versus ground. That's a hack. Think about how can I eat the food in a more intact way versus ground up. Another hack, think about slow food versus fast food. We have very fast food in today's world. There's fast food like the fast food industry, but there's also just the fact that our foods are digested very quickly. Slow foods are slow to digest, slow to eat. They take a lot of time to eat. It takes kind of a long time to eat an entire cup of cooked brown rice. But rice cakes or Rice Krispie treats, I could eat those super quickly. I can eat a Rice Krispie treat while I'm making something else and it's like, wait, what? Did I eat something and didn't even notice? Think too about those foods like a Rice Krispie treat. It's already digesting really quickly in your mouth. Like a lot of the digestion has already taken place in your mouth before you even swallow it. Lots of processed foods are like that, like potato chips. We don't think of it that way, but it kind of dissolves in your mouth. You don't really have to chew a whole lot. Compare the time of eating those to, again, like eating a whole entire bowl of an intact whole grain, or like I said, potato chips. Think about eating potatoes, an entire baked potato. You have to chew that. You have to eat it. It's going to take a while compared to potato chips, which a lot of it's already dissolved in your mouth and it's not giving you that full stomach of satisfaction, even if the calories are similar. Think about a huge salad with raw broccoli, carrots, cucumbers, tomatoes. Even if you put a light salad dressing with it, for about 200 calories for a side salad, that's still going to be a lot of volume, a lot of chewing. It's going to be slow. It's going to take you time to eat compared to, say, a granola bar that's similar in calories. I don't know about you, but I can down a granola bar in a couple bites. I don't even know like what happened. And I don't have that same fullness and satisfaction and chewing because so much of it was already dissolved in my mouth before I even swallowed it. So think of that hack of slow foods, slow to eat, slow to digest. These are going to be your green category foods on our chart, are slow to eat, slow to digest. This will help you with weight loss. Whereas your faster foods, so I think about fast foods as vegetables, fruits, beans, cooked whole grains, potatoes. Fast foods, think about milkshake, ice cream, chips, crackers, rice cakes, some cereals, white breads. Those are so fast to eat, so fast to digest. Those are going to make weight loss harder. Those are still foods that you can include, that you can eat. But when you're thinking about satisfaction, you want to choose more of the slow foods. Slow food versus fast food. Another hack that is really helpful to keep in mind is variety. We know from research that the more variety there is, the more people will eat. I call this the buffet effect. Think about when you go to a buffet or a church potluck or a party with your friends where everybody brought a dish to share. There's tons of different foods. Don't you want to eat you want to eat more of it because you want to try all the different foods, right? I know I do. I'm walking around the table thinking, oh, I want to try that. Oh, I want to try, oh, she brought that dip. So that's the buffet effect. Research has shown that when we give people more variety, they will eat more food. In fact, they even did a study where they gave people different shapes of pasta. It's the exact same pasta, just white pasta. They ate more when there were different shapes of the pasta. So you can use this to your advantage. You can use this as a hack when you start to think about it. Foods that are really tempting for you, if you feel like you need to bring them into your house, just bring one variety of chips or one variety of crackers. Get one variety of plain crackers, not 6 different kinds of crackers. Or don't buy that box that's like the entertainment crackers that has 3 or 4 different types in it, because your brain will drive you to want to eat more just because of the variety. And marketers know this. Isn't there always the latest candy bar? I think I was just, what did I just see? Like there was a hazelnut Kit Kat and there's a mint Kit Kat. Why are there 12 different kinds of Kit Kat? Why are there like 20 different kinds of Oreos? You know, there's all these different flavors and kinds because marketers know. Aren't you tempted to try it? What about when you drive by your fast food? They've come out with the latest bacon western barbecue burger with onions, crispy onions on top. There's always the new latest and greatest because they know that we are drawn to variety. Think about cereal. You go to the cereal aisle or you order your groceries online, there are pages and pages of different varieties of cereal. Think about ice cream flavors. There's tons of flavors. There's a reason for that. The food industry, what is their job? Their job is to sell more food. And they know that you will eat more when there's a greater variety. You're drawn to try the variety. Even different variety within a package. So think about like Chex Mix. You have your little crunchy round ones and you have your square ones and you have your long pretzel sticks because they know that when there is variety in the package, you will be drawn to more. And I do that too. Put my hand in the bag and I'm looking through like, oh, there's that little round one that I like. And oh, there's pretzel stick. Oh, I'll have this handful that just has a few of these and a few of these. M&M colors. Why are there different colors of M&Ms? They don't taste different. They all taste the same. But they know that with the variety, we are drawn to eat more. It's part of our human drive to stay alive. Our primitive drive is that we look for that variety. But you can also use this to your advantage by doing this same hack with healthy foods. Don't buy just one type of fruit. Buy a wide variety of fruit. Have strawberries and blueberries and blackberries as your budget can afford. Have a veggie tray with all different varieties and colors. Try jicama if you've never tried it before. It's great in a veggie tray. Try different whole grains. You've tried brown rice, but have you tried farro? Have you tried barley or bulgur or quinoa? Have different types of beans. Buy several different cans and have them on hand. The research shows you'll eat more when you have a variety. Serve 2 or 3 vegetables with dinner, not just one kind or a variety mix of vegetables. And so that is the variety hack. Another hack is liquid calories. Be aware of liquid calories. And I would even say for those of us who need to lose weight, this is a red flag. It's not to say that you can't drink calories, but it is a red flag for you. It's ideal if you have weight issues that you don't drink calories or you limit it to a special treat. What the research shows us is that your body does not recognize liquid calories with the same satiety that it does for food. Now, trust me, your body is still counting those calories. You're still taking in the calories, but you're not feeling them for that satiation, that satiety, that fullness signal. And sometimes even your body is processing the food differently. Ground up fruit is not processed the same way as whole fruit because a machine is doing some of the work for you. It's grinding up that fiber so that you can take it in much more quickly. I mean, think about, I could drink a smoothie with a couple of bananas and some berries and some milk, but if I would eat all of those ingredients separately, it's a lot to eat 2 whole bananas and a whole cup of strawberries and drink a glass of milk. But I could down it in a smoothie pretty fast. So when we're drinking calories, your body is not recognizing those calories as much as if it was whole food. It's still recognizing it, but you're not getting the satisfaction. So if you're making the decision to drink calories, just think really carefully, am I okay with not eating this in food today, right now, or later in the day? So if you're drinking calories in the morning, let's say in a coffee drink, I call it candy coffee. If you're drinking candy coffee and it's 300 calories, you might be thinking, oh, that's good, that's fine. But keep in mind, your body is not recognizing that the way it is food. And are you okay with kind of trading that out for, well, that's 300 calories of food that I'm not going to be eating today. Am I okay with that? Maybe you are, maybe you're not. That's a decision for all of us to make individually, but is that a trade-off that I want to make? Can I still be full and satisfied? All right, so out of all of these calorie density hacks and tips, which is most helpful for you? Tell us about it in the comments. Is it ground versus intact? Is it slow food versus fast food? Is it variety? Is it liquid calories? Which of those can you make a change in this week? And have fun with it, experiment a little bit, try it out, see like, well, this makes a big difference for me, or this isn't that big of a deal, or, I can take this hack and make this just a little bit easier to make my weight loss process smoother and to not be as hungry. And don't forget to download your free calorie density guide at The Holy Mess, because I am here to help you every step of the way. I am Sarah with The Holy Mess. I absolutely believe that you can lose weight, you can get to your healthy weight, and you can stay there for the rest of your life. And I'm here to help you do it. Bye-bye.